Jolly for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to remember a veteran, a legendary chef, and a man known as the godfather of the Tampa Bay hospitality industry. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to honor a dear friend to so many in the Pinellas County and Tampa Bay community, Mr. Tom Pritchard, executive chef of the Bay Star Restaurant Group. Tom passed away this past week following surgery to ease the effects of Parkinson's disease. Tom was 74 years old. Anyone who knew Tom will tell you that he was a storyteller who was larger than life. He had his own unique sense of style and had a way of making anyone he met feel like they had known each other for decades. Born in Rochester, New York, Tom's first restaurant job came at the age of 14 when he started work shucking oysters for the legendary Guy Lombardo at his East Point House restaurant on Long Island. After high school, Tom left home for college in Iowa before being drafted by the U.S. Army in 1964. Tom was stationed in Germany for several years before being honorably discharged in 1967. After serving his country, Tom continued to spend time abroad, living in London, Mexico, Morocco, Scotland, and owning restaurants in France and Spain. Eventually, Tom moved to Florida, and in the 1990s, he partnered with Frank Shivas, a seafood broker who would become a dear and lasting friend of Tom's. The two would open Salt Rock Grill in Indian Shores. Under Tom's guidance and tutelage, Salt Rock's kitchen became a training ground for up-and-coming chefs. Always quick to help others and share recipes, with his inventive approach to cooking, Tom became a Florida food legend. One longtime food critic wrote of Tom's generosity, "The term mentor is too trite for what Tom Pritchard did for literally hundreds of people, young and old, in the kitchen." Tom would go on to oversee the kitchens at Island Way Grill and Rumba Island Bar and Grill in Clearwater, as well as Marlin Darlin and Bel Air Bluffs. Along the way, always helping others. You see, it was Tom's generosity outside the kitchen that defined the man he was. As one director of a Florida charity wrote this week, Tom set the platinum standard for community support, underwriting substantial food and labor costs annually at benefits for numerous nonprofit organizations like the Abilities Foundation, Clearwater for Youth, and the Ryan Wells Foundation. The Abilities Foundation alone raised $3.7 million from 25 years of wine and food tastings thanks to the help of Tom Pritchard and Frank Shivas. Tom and Frank's mere presence at a fundraiser influenced the participation of countless sponsors and attendees. You see, Tom was always quick to lend his time and talents to benefit programs that helped others and helped disabled individuals find jobs and live independently. Mr. Speaker, let it be known to all that Tom Pritchard gave more than he took. Tom was preceded in death by his father, Thomas Alden Pritchard Sr., and mother, Ruth McCarthy Pritchard, brother Jeffrey Lloyd, and son Adam D. Osfeld, who also served his country in the armed forces. He is survived by his loving wife of 24 years, Jody D. Hale, and her husband, Daniel Hale, sister Cynthia A. Tischer, Lori N. Pritchard, and brother John C. Pritchard. Mr. Speaker, the Pinellas County community, the Tampa Bay community, our culinary and charitable communities throughout Florida lost a treasure with the passing of Chef Tom Pritchard. I urge my colleagues to join me in remembering his contributions today and his legacy of helping others and his legacy of serving our nation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield back.
The gentleman yields.